teach them good, too. How'd you comb your hair? Well, you know it's going to be TV stars. Kind of like a double knot spy.
Educated.
And double knot. You know it. Jethro Bodine School and everything. Hey, good night, Clover. Cheryl, how you doing this evening?
Hey guys, how are you tonight?
Set up my chat and get it on top chat. Yeah, do it all again.
Well, I gotta find my chat. Oh, there's my chat right there.
Okay.
Oh, like you said, top chat, live chat. Now I can see Cheryl and I can see Eric.
Good evening, everybody. Hope you all doing well. Everybody getting prepped up for the 4th of July.
Yeah.
I didn't get any extra hot dogs this year.
You better not enjoy that savings on them hot dogs, traitor.
Wow. No. I figured after 8 hours of having Timu Obama up there flapping his yap, American people need a good break.
Yep. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Dave's here, man.
Shall I scare him with the gator?
You could.
I don't know if they're ready. Might save it till later.
Don't challenge a gator to a cage match.
Dirty, rotten, stinking, no goods. How's life treating you up there in the big city, brother?
Not too bad. I don't know what happened, but I went to the dope store. I was getting low, and 4th of July's coming. So I went to my favorite 2 stores and walked in the first one. She goes, "You're a veteran." I go, "Yes, ma'am." Actually, she started talking about one of the employees there with the same name as mine. She goes, he was a staff sergeant in the Army. I said, "Well, no, I was an E4 in the Army." And she goes, "Oh, you're a veteran. Let me give you the veteran's discount." Okay, I've been coming here for over a year now, and it's the first time I heard of that. So I went to my second favorite store, and I got what the old lady needed. And they looked at my license, and on my license it says I'm a veteran. He goes, "Oh, you're a veteran. Let me put that in the system. Here's your discount, sir. Oh, let me take her stuff, too, and you'll get the 10% there." And then we went to a third store, the brand new one. I'd never been in there, couldn't see it. Walked into them. First of all, they had the gummies that she was looking for. It's a special gummy that she can chew. But they only had 2 packs, and they were $30 a piece. And I'm thinking, that's kind of steep, but it's for the old lady. Happy mom, happy Jim. So I said, "I'll take them." She goes, "Okay, I don't have any. You'll have to buy my 2 displays there under the case." I said, "I'll take them." I'll take everything you got, if that's all you got. So she only had 2. The other third one was non-THC because it was display only. So I bought those $10 a piece. And she goes, "Wait a minute, you're a veteran." And I get 10% off that. So I went straight home. I didn't push my luck.
Made out. Shit, could have at least got a lottery card for us.
I thought about it, but I did not. I'm not going to tempt fate. Not going to push my luck. Good day is a good day. I'll take it. So yeah, that story of Jim's weed trip today. So
I'm glad you made it home safe. Oh, they were showing your governor trying to lead a conga line at some kind of sporting event.
Oh, God.
Yeah. We won't put anybody through that, thank you.
No.
Oh, you know there's 7 people still haven't been found at that fireworks
Oh, no
factory.
shit. I was only kidding when I said Bob kind of went by me in pieces. But wow,
Yeah, 7.
that's a lot of bodies. That yeah.
Yeah,
Are they missing, or they just haven't gotten that far in the rubble?
they probably just hadn't got to
Yeah.
go through the rubble.
It's when you pick up the last brick and you still ain't found him. Not even a fingernail. Okay, we got an issue.
Yeah, man, like 9/11.
Yeah. Oh, I could not. Pearl
Oh
Harbor.
man,
Same thing. Pearl Harbor. I mean, they were bringing pieces in. Try to identify that, and they didn't have DNA back in.
yeah, dude, I've been in. I got to be on the Arizona.
Yeah, but them mass casualty events, I couldn't fathom it. I just don't want to. I guess.
Yeah, well, there's 7 men still inside the Arizona. That is their
Yep.
grave.
Yeah, that I did know. And it's still leaking oil, ain't it?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
diesel, butamus. Oh, I
Yeah,
was
who is?
hoping I could find some of that. There you go, Jim. See if you can rent one of these and drive this around town. There we go. Oh,
Well, there you go.
get one. See if you can rent one and do that to it. Drive around town.
It just needs to
Help
be a
wanted.
little wider, because them Teslas are a little wider than that.
Help wanted.
Hey, Brett.
Apply. Hey, Brett. No, it seemed, they say, where was it? Wasn't Sri Lanka. It was one of them countries like that. Let me see if I said Gibraltar. They'd made them elevated highway. Only had one major flaw. They put a 90-degree turn in it.
On an elevated highway?
Yeah, well, needless to say, those 7 engineers are out of jobs.
Yeah, well,
It shit happens.
it just makes you go, hmm.
Yeah. And oh my God, did you hear? The first lady was out. Hang on, are you sitting down?
A
'Cause
little
this is
bit.
pretty shocking, dude. They were making decorations for the 4th of July at the National
Oh,
Children's Hospital.
the fucking monster. What a bitch.
I mean, just like flaunting it in your face and everything.
Wow. The nerve of some people.
What is the world coming to?
But I'm kind of glad to see her doing something. She needs to be in the spotlight. She pisses people off too. We need her out there. Because the
Oh,
more
yeah.
crazy they
It's,
get, the better we look. Hey, Dylan.
hey, Dylan. No, this kind of hits the nail on the head with that one. Why do you struggle with just one?
Boy, ain't they mad at that? Oh, who's that? Oh, wait a minute. Let me put that up so they can see it. No, put it back up. They couldn't see it very well. Because you didn't warn me to hit the button.
Oh, you did.
See, Chuck thinks he's got a monopoly on buttons and forgetting this and forgetting that, but he doesn't. He really, yeah.
Okay. Let's try this again.
Okay, try it again. You're good to go. You have the screen.
Okay. Hey.
Jasmine Crockett. I speak 5 languages while you struggle with English. I like it.
Gotta love it.
Gotta love it. Gotta
I
love
want
it.
to see her out there cussing somebody in all five, seven languages she speaks.
Oh
Not
man.
to mention the fact she's actually highly intelligent, got a high
Yeah.
IQ.
So that black kid that shot the white kid at the sporting event there, what the hell is his name? I'm having a senior moment.
Uh,
Rashad or something like that? No.
yeah, it's an he was an Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I guess he's pissed off quite a few of his supporters that donated money to his cause because now he's being charged anyway and he refuses to hire a lawyer with the money they raised. He's going with a public defender.
Yeah, they were claiming that they were broke, they were
Yeah,
indigent.
but they had a GoFundMe for him.
Yeah, I forget. It was like half a million
Yeah, I was
bucks or
going to say
something.
600 grand or something like that.
Yeah. And that kind of shit going on. They try to tell us we're in a recession, except for, what was it, the last 4 months, there's been an increase in the number of Americans get with jobs.
Yep.
Well, they say unemployment's down to 4.1.
Hey, Devin.
Now, what was it? Hey, Devin, what was it? Back in the 80s, they were adjusting shit, and the metric came out that 5% is basically full employment.
Okay.
And we're down at 4.1. But we're in a recession.
Yes. But the last 4 years was, a boost. We were, prospering. When it was buy a dozen eggs or pay your mortgage, one or the other.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry, people. You got to go through hard times. It's just the rules of the game.
Just be thankful you're not going through the depression, the Great Depression, rather.
Yeah. Or you're living in a third world country,
Which
which they
we
tried to
almost
make.
did.
Almost. One big, beautiful bill's going to be signed by the president tomorrow, not auto pen.
Yes. I guess that's a bad thing about a beard and mustache. Drinking from a cup.
I think you need to hit your mic.
How's that?
Say something.
Something.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Somebody got in there and played with your shit again. Damn it, Dylan.
Damn it, Dylan. Yeah, but they're not hearing what you're hearing, so
Oh,
let me see if I
it's
can
warm water.
let me see if I can fix you. No, I'm
Are
good.
you fixing? Am I broken it? Am I broken?
Nope, you're not broken.
Coming through clear? Crackly?
Do you hear me any better?
Yeah.
Okay. So I took care of you. Now I'm gonna go back to my wonderful audience.
My wonderful audience.
Hi,
Hey,
wonderful.
I'm glad you like bread and butter, hippie. You know what side it's
Hey,
buttered
hippie.
on.
I like bread and butter. I like toast and jam.
Little ants, bread and butter, bread and butter, bread and butter, bread and butter,
Oh
bread and
Jesus.
butter. Nothing like Looney Tunes to grow up to
Oh, man,
instead
boy,
of
we
having to
could have
live in it.
cartoons.
Because I swear, I still, on occasion, I look up to make sure nothing's falling.
I came across a bunch of the ads that would not fly today. And my favorite was the Schlitz beer ad where husband standing there with a wife in the kitchen. At least you didn't burn the beer. Oh, that's funny.
Or does she or doesn't she?
Oh,
Or believing you're going to have good luck if you get a hold of Benson and Hedges and you'll have a good looking lady come up to
yeah.
you.
Walk a mile for a camel. 4 out of 5 doctors recommend camel for sore throats. And who can forget the Schlitz malt liquor bowl?
Well, Devin, I'm sorry, man. That's Monday night. It's beer and cigarette show.
I can give you a vape and a bong hit, but
And a boot to the head.
that was for you, Devin.
Enjoy.
The closest I come to smoking. Well, I can smoke a joint, but I don't got one right here.
Yeah, we're not a scientific show, sort of.
Oh no, I wanted to lay out a buffet. My daughter and her crew's coming tomorrow, and my brother probably might come over after we get the water heater fixed. And I wanted to have a buffet. I wanted to watch the fireworks as elevated as the fireworks are.
Huh.
But anyway, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, he's got quite an array of fireworks down there.
Yeah, he was telling me about that. Maybe you ought to do a live stream.
I'm gonna try. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'll try.
Well, I have no idea what that would encompass.
Me either. I've never done it. But there's a go live button, so I must be able to punch in YouTube and just hit go live.
Cool.
No, 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 no. I'd have to have Zoom if I wanted JT or anybody to join me. But I could live stream it and then just say, hey, look, this is what I did. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. 4th of July is always one of my favorites. We get to make noise.
Yeah. Yeah, I've almost got it. It's a little bit there, but nothing like I used to, man. Yeah.
Yeah. I can remember it was way more fun when fireworks were illegal because we had
Yeah.
to be a little more resourceful. We made our own fireworks. I mean, we made rockets that exploded. We had the cannon. We made bombs. I mean, we made noise. We had the cops here every year without fail.
Yeah. I was a parade kid. Kind of, yeah. Was it the last time I was in a parade? I was dressed up like Uncle Sam walking beside the Cadillac.
Oh no shit. No, I think I was only in one parade, and I was a
Was it
kid.
1975, 76?
Yeah, it had to have been 75, 76 when I was in a parade. I
Wow,
decorated my
man.
bike and everything, crepe paper and
Wow. Jim,
balloons.
we were in parades together.
Wow, Parade Brothers.
Yeah. We were in different parades together. Wow, I never knew.
And then I never was in
I
another
think I've
parade.
just I'm just getting drawn closer to you every day.
Well,
Things like this. What next? Wow.
wow. Next thing we know, we'll be sharing each other's socks.
Okay, I can go socks.
Yeah, that's as far as I go. I'm trying to think, how far would I go? No, socks is about as far as I'd go with anybody.
But if it was in a pinch, brother, I would give you my cleanest pair of underwear to wear in a
Okay,
pinch.
okay. In a pinch, I'd give you my cleanest pair that I'm not wearing.
Yes,
Okay. I'd give you the shirt off my back, but I don't know about the breeches off my ass. No.
I couldn't get them on.
Oh, well, I'm a fat bastard. You probably could. You probably have room to spare.
Well, they'd wind up looking like jorts on me, man. I'm sorry, I'm 64, or
Ooh,
soon to be 64. I
yeah.
don't think jorts is a good look on an old man.
No. I was gonna make a pair for tomorrow because I got a pair of jeans in there that ripped out on me finally, and I was
You're
gonna cut
cutting
them
out
off and go
again.
down with a white beater on, and I got an old floppy hat in the other room.
Oh, you were cutting out again. I missed the first part.
No, I said I was gonna go make a pair of jorts and put a white beater on, floppy hat, and go down to the Fourth of July bash, but I didn't know how well they'd take it, so they're pretty
Well,
liberal.
you got to put a little blood around the stone, a
Yeah, but
little
yeah,
blood
no,
around just that one side.
my nephew's crew is pretty liberal. And my sister-in-law, forget it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it was getting time for the big fireworks, and everybody got to play with their little army man that had the parachute. You could shoot up in the
yeah.
air.
Now they got the fireworks. They launch up, and Christ, half dozen of them sons of bitches come floating down. And I got one, yeah, the one that, yeah, it went up, it dropped a parachute, and it landed. It was this little cardboard tank, and then it went forward and then shot something, and then it was the coolest thing.
Yeah. He's a helicopter, so I just go to Les Nessman.
I really thought turkeys could fly. I think that's what we ought to do with them fucking protests. Swing over with a helicopter, drop a bunch of them fucking turkeys down. They ain't gonna be happy when they hit the ground. That will disperse a
Oh, I don't know.
crowd.
There's always the one from Green Acres.
Yeah.
There were Hooterville's Rutabagas.
But we had a video when I worked at Walmart. We every hunting season we'd play videos constantly, and there was this one that kept playing. A guy was stabbed with his own arrow by a turkey. He shot the turkey. It went through the turkey. Didn't go through it. It stuck through it, but it didn't pass through. And the turkey fucking attacked him, and it cut his broadhead's a razor, and yeah, stuck him with his own damn arrow.
I've heard something like that.
Yeah, yeah. I said hi to hippie. Yeah, Devin. But yeah, it was funny. I used to like to watch them old videos. The ones we used to play, and I can't find them anywhere, was the Jeff Foxworthy series, The Incomplete Deer Hunter. It was, just all spoof and comedy. It was funny. Oh, somebody's bone booms. Yeah. That one rattled my house.
Oh,
My nephew getting we got a test, I guess.
oh. What bugger boomers was it?
Oh no, it was a big boom. I'm surprised you guys didn't hear it.
Good compression.
Yeah, but he's only like 700, 800 feet down the road from me, so.
Oh, yeah, I guess you kind of get used to
Oh, all the noise we made at this property over the years.
that.
Damn, yeah. My brother-in-law was quite the troublemaker because I was always right there, faithful sidekick. Let's go. What can we do today to make somebody mad?
just sit there and shut up.
He was a monster of a guy too. He was what 6'7", something like that. He was giant.
Who?
Freddie.
He was 6'2".
He was bigger than that.
6'3" at the most.
He was huge. He chased after them bikers in them little spandex pants of theirs. Oh my God! They left their bikes and everything, run right down the road. He come out of my truck with that fucking hammer in his hand. Because they had a whole crew of them. Must have been 10, 12 of them, and they were all across the end of the road. I'm trying to get at them, and I honked the horn, and they just kind of looked at us, went back to talking and drinking their water bottles. I honked my horn again, and they just said, "Wait a minute." My brother jumps out with that fucking 3 pound hammer, and he said, "Let's go right now." And them little spandex, all you could see was spandex running down the road.
You don't block somebody's driveway trying to get out.
Oh, it was the road. It was the college. It was the high school access road.
Oh, oh. Oh, he was trying a new setup. Yeah, right.
But yeah, it was. Yeah, he's quite the troublemaker. The day he made that Sam's Club girl cry. Oh, Sam's Club had the little hot dog stand at the end of the after shopping there. And we went in there one week and they had revamped everything. They'd redone the snack bar, and they had these new ketchup and mustard dispensers that you had to hold your dog under it and squeeze it like a cow udder. And he looked at that and he looked at me. He says, "You can't use that. I'll be right back." And he went upside one side of that woman and down the other about how inconsiderate that was. How do you expect a handicapped man like him to use that? You've just ruined his day. Now he can't have lunch. Oh my God, he would not stop. That poor girl was crying.
He lived to make it
Sounds like a hoot.
And he yelled at the guy at the fucking amusement park. He weren't going to let me ride the go karts. Well, I can't let you ride the go karts. I got a driver's license. I drive on the road. And oh, my brother in law weren't going to let that go. I rode the go karts.
That'll learn them.
That'll learn them.
Now they used to have cool go kart tracks, Then they restricted everything and
Yeah.
bumped it down.
For a while, it was pretty hot up here. Go karts were, and they called it the Indy track, but they were up to 50 mile an hour on an indoor track. Yeah,
Damn.
it's pretty humping.
Yeah, that gets me too. And the indoor motocross shit.
Actually, I never saw the indoor motocross. I've seen it on TV, but
Yeah, I've seen it on TV. I
yeah,
wouldn't go to it. I had enough fun at the tractor pulls selling
yeah.
pictures.
Tractor pulls were fun. Now we used to go to the motocross when I was a kid because my Sunday school teacher, she was a cool shit, friend of the family, corn farmer up the street, and her
Yeah.
son was a motocross racer. So we'd all on the weekends we'd all go hang out at the racetrack, and it was a lot of fun.
Yep.
But I ain't got the energy for that stuff anymore. My
Oh
idea,
no.
my idea of a strenuous night is trying to pick something on Netflix. And shit's getting hard to watch now because it's so woke.
Yeah.
We was watching this little western. I mean, it wasn't a great movie, but it was a good movie, and they still had to put that in there.
Yeah.
Could have done without it. We knew you didn't have to rub it in, but I think they're learning. Cause what the last 4 or 5 films flopped.
Oh, yep. And what was it? That last one was a Pixar film that flopped. First time ever.
And now everything coming out now is remakes or live action of a remake. Oh man, let's get some originality here. If you can't be original, do a true story. Because I like true movies.
Yeah.
We just got done watching. I think I was telling you about it. The Masters of the Air, and
Yeah.
that was a pretty good show. That was based on true characters. But now now I saw right beside it was the documentary of the Bloody 100, and that's what the Masters of the Air was about. And this is the documentary of the True Squadron. So I'm gonna watch
Yeah.
that tomorrow. No, I can't
Cool.
watch that tomorrow. I got to put a water heater in and go get the car for my brother, and then fireworks. Okay, I'll watch it Sunday.
Do it on audiobook.
Yeah, I have to admit I always scoffed at them audio books, but I broke down and I don't know how I found it because I can't find it again. But I found the series I was reading on a free audio book, and I listened to
Yeah.
that whole damn series. And wow, that was an experience. I was doing stuff and actually listening to my book at the same time.
Nah, I still kick myself. I can't quite pick up a book and read it for very long without going to sleep.
Oh,
You
I
know?
used to be able to read for hours.
Mm.
Then the fucking internet
Even
came
if
out.
it's, yeah, oh shit, yeah. The rest is history.
Yeah, well, that's it. The rest is history. Because it was the
Yeah,
internet.
but
I
you got
had,
access to free porn.
yeah, the free point. I gotta admit, that was a selling point.
We don't get it, bastards.
What do you mean you don't get it?
Huh? Oh, age verification and shit. We're like Texas.
Oh, no shit.
So, yeah. So the verification's got it screwed up right now.
Huh. Never heard of that. Well, I like the internet. I like, it's easy to shop.
Oh man.
And I like the.
Access to information that was hard to find out in the real world, you
Yeah,
know?
I was just gonna say information, shopping, and let's face it, entertainment. Because I can get a lot of music and I can get a lot of movies I can on my streaming services.
Yeah.
Some are questionable, some aren't. I mean, like I don't know how legal it is, but I download music off of YouTube.
Oh, you don't do that.
Yeah, I do. And then I give it back.
Oh, as long as you give it
Yeah,
back.
I just give it back.
Do you remember to be kind and rewind?
I did.
Okay.
I was passionate about that. I bought one of them rewinders because I hated getting a movie and you had to rewind it before you go. Oh, I would be pissed. Yeah. Oh, damn. I can remember the day you'd have to go down to the convenience store and you'd rent that big black case with the VCR in it and every fucking cable you could think of that you would need to hook to any TV we had going at the time. You got that. You got two movies and a 2 liter bottle of soda and a bag of chips for a certain price, and you'd go home, spend 3 hours trying to hook it up to the TV, making it work. Put the first movie in, fall asleep, and have to go return it. No, okay.
Yeah. Well, at least you made it to the first movie.
Yeah, well, Took me 3 times to
But
watch Iron Eagle when it came out.
understand completely. Then they come up with weekend specials.
Yep.
You could keep it for the weekend.
And then every Wednesday was new release day.
Well,
So you'd either look in the newspaper or you'd have to call the number and it would go through the new releases. And yes, I always visited the back room behind the curtain. I used to record over the porno and send them all up to the VA hospital. And yeah, they loved it up there, but the chaplain didn't. Chaplain sent a letter saying, "Please don't send no more."
well, damn it.
Them old soldiers needed something.
Yeah.
Nurses didn't need to go through that.
How much can you really sit there and fish in a pond that's not really got any fish in it? That's about all they had up there was a fish pond.
What, they didn't have checkers and chess?
Well, they might have had checkers and chess. Nobody ever played it. They was all in the day
Loud
room watching
domino
my fucking
game.
videos. Yeah, I bet you I sent, without exaggeration, 100 or better up there. I could probably still go up there and find one somewhere in a closet.
Hmm.
But them were the days.
Yeah. Devin, I hope you got tips from Steve on how to handle the USPS.
Man, I signed up for that informed delivery with USPS. I don't know why I didn't do that years before.
It's kind of uptown, ain't it?
It is. I feel kind of high tech when I look on it every morning. What do I got coming today? It shows me a picture of what mail I got coming.
It's like finding out they've delivered it by the picture that's on the computer.
Yeah, it says delivered or not coming. It shows me what I've got and when it was delivered. I've got a record of when shit was delivered. It's
Yep.
kind of cool. But I no longer have to worry, when's this package coming? I just punch it in and it tells me. You don't have to type in a tracking number or anything. If it's coming to my address, it'll be on there.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Technology, I'm telling you. I'm slowly integrating.
Well,
Problem is, by the time I learn the systems that they're using now, they're onto something else. By the time I learned how to master burning CDs, we don't use CDs anymore. I mean,
yeah.
yeah, I got good at
Oh, my-
formatting a fucking floppy disk. I could maximize storage on a floppy disk, and then we don't use floppy disk no more. Okay, I learned how to use CDs, and we don't use CDs anymore. Now I do everything with an external drive and a thumb drive. I don't know what everybody else is using now, but everything seems to be in the phone.
yeah.
Music.
I just can't. I'll watch some shows, when I'm out and about and taking mama to the appointment or something. But
Yeah, mama's in an appointment. I'll punch up a YouTube video or I'll look something up on Google. other than
Yeah.
that, no. I mean, but it's not our culture. I get it. I like to rag the kids, especially Dylan's Dylan's generation, my daughter's generation.
Yeah.
I like to rag them but that's their culture. They were born with one in their hand. Christ, you
Yep.
were what, 20 before you picked up your first, cable remote? Really?
Yep. Hell, I was trying to remember when my buddy got his car phone.
Oh my
It was back
God.
during the oil boom.
Them big
Yeah.
old bag
Back about
phones,
80,
yeah. They hooked
80,
to the
82.
horn.
Big. And it was $8 a call.
Yeah. $8 a minute. It was $8 a minute.
Yeah.
No, it was
Yeah.
up here. It was six
Eight.
dollars a minute, and if you went a minute and 1 second, it was 2 minutes. So every into the next minute was a minute. It rounded up.
And everybody thought Mannix was cool because he had one back in the
Oh.
late 60s.
I can remember my brother-in-law found a pair, and he was a garbage man for the longest time. Drove a garbage truck, and he found a pair of bag phones in the trash somebody's thrown out. And so he grabbed them. He didn't know if they were worth anything. Apparently, he picked one up and we were playing with it, and he dialed a number, and it fucking connected, and the phones ended up being stolen. I mean, he didn't get in any trouble because obviously, I mean, I'm a garbage man. That's where it got him, and apparently,
Yeah.
wherever they got him from, they ended up staking out the house. And one day he said that they stopped his garbage truck down the road and said, "Don't pick up his trash. We need to go through it." Okay,
Ooh.
don't crush the trash. We need to go through it. He said, "Go pick up the trash and then drive down the road. We need to go through it." That's kind of cool. He's super spy. We used to have to hold them when somebody tried to buy a gun that ain't supposed to buy a gun, and you'd get a call back. Are they there? Yeah. Can you keep them occupied? The police are on the way. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. I had to do that 2 or 3 times.
I guess people just didn't figure out you're not supposed to actually be doing that,
Yeah.
making the police wanting to pick you up.
One guy just wanted to buy a gun to see if he could buy one. He said, "I don't know if I'm allowed to buy one or not. Let's try." And I got
Yeah.
him a ticket to the pokey. And then my manager at the time, his best friend, had just got arrested that night before. His wife called the cops on him for abuse. And that very next morning, like 9 o'clock in the morning, he says, "I wonder if it's on my record yet. Run me through the NICS check." So the manager did. Guess who got fired? Guess who got arrested? That's a
Mm,
no-no.
don't be doing that.
Yeah, and it was on his record. Yep, he had already flagged. I think I would have called the PD and said, "Hey, am I in the system yet?" That would have been a lot easier.
Probably so. But I did it the cheesy way. I had a lawyer friend.
I did it the easy way. I just didn't get no trouble that you know of.
To see if you didn't get caught, it wasn't trouble.
I've always been pretty lucky. I got a silver tongue. I always used to be able to talk myself out of shit.
Yep, that is right there, Ron Jeremy. Frank Cannon did have to call the mobile operator.
Yeah, yeah, you'd have to. Yeah, the operator would have to connect you. And if you remember that,
What?
you must remember a payphone.
Yep.
Or
They
the,
kind of like disappeared
Um,
overnight.
or the calling card.
yeah, I know it. That was weird. Last time I tried to use one, they had put up directions in Spanish.
Oh shit!
Like, oh no.
No, we never got
You know,
that far.
and we're waiting for a Coke truck we rode on, make a little bit of money when we was kids. And they sit there in the phone booth and burn a few pages out of the phone book, keep warm.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I can remember we had an issue with our phone. AT&T sucks, by the way. But anyway, we had an issue with our phone. I guess the bill didn't get there until a day late, so they cut me off. Well, I don't have a landline. My nephew's at
Yeah,
work, so he's not home, so I can't use his phone. So I said, shit, I'll just go downtown and use a payphone. I had not noticed they'd taken all the payphones out. So I says, okay, the main mall's just next town over. Let's go to the main mall. They got payphones. They got banks of them. We got down there. They had payphones. Not a damn one worked.
yeah,
Uh, we ended up. I had to wait for my nephew to get home to use his phone because,
yeah.
yeah,
Fun times.
yeah, AT&T sucks.
Oh, they still suck, but I use them anyways.
No, I went to track phone. I ain't looked back. I'm just as happy with track phone, if not happier, than I was with AT&T. So
Yeah. But no, I've never used cell service with any, well, Boost, but they went totally woke and tried to hire me to go be woke. And I said, no, that's it. So you
now,
got to find a new service.
was that
And I
pay as
wound
you
up getting
go
the
or
Walmart family. Yeah, it was direct pay.
okay?
Yeah, it was, that's back when we moved most of our business other to another account, bank account. And we left this one for auto pay.
Yeah.
Man, it's fucking AT&T.
Yep. No, but for us, track phone works great because we don't use data. I mean, I rarely use my phone without a Wi-Fi connection. So I don't use my data. So I get 1 gig of data and unlimited call and text for 30 days for $16.95 each
That's
line.
cool.
Yeah.
Now I'm paying a little under 25. It was 24.88 plus tax. That makes it like $28. And then I just had to re-up it this morning. Hey, it's getting easier. I did it all by my lonesome.
Wow. See? You're slowly integrating. I know you don't want to admit it, but you're slowly integrating.
Well, I've always considered myself a selective Luddite. And I know that advancement comes and we're going to have,
Some of it's
new things in life.
convenient, but that's all it is convenient. It shouldn't be standard.
Oh, yeah. As a convenience, but everybody's gotten so lazy and into the convenience. Look where we're at. What
Yeah.
would happen if Amazon just disappeared tomorrow?
Oh my God.
Midnight, it was gone.
That would cripple the country more, I think, than losing oil overnight.
Probably
Okay,
so.
maybe that's a little dramatic, but you get the point.
Yeah. The hell. Yeah. Or if Walmart got jammed up,
Yeah.
you know. My brother's had them deliver food to him for a couple of years.
I almost did their delivery. I haven't brought myself to have anybody, the local stores deliver. But I almost did because we needed some deer corn. And I'm thinking, them are 50-pound bags. Why don't I have them fucking bring it here? And they can throw it on my porch.
There you go.
but I'm not quite that lazy yet. And my road sucks. I wouldn't make anybody drive up this road that didn't have to come up.
Yeah. Yeah, but think about it. Aren't you glad you learned how to keep a car together with baling wire and bubble gum?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know any other way anymore. Nowadays, I can't. Actually I open the hood of my truck now, and you can't see the engine. You can see the dipstick, and that's about it. You got to take off the fucking cover first.
Yep.
Well, I guess it's good because I live on a dusty road, but but I don't know anything about these newfangled shit. Thank God for YouTube.
Yep. And people like Benny.
Yeah, people like Vinny. Yeah, if you don't network, if you don't have friends, yeah. Ooh.
Oh, I'm thinking Nick's falling in that category too.
But now I'm just too old. Even if I did know how to do it, I don't know if I want to anymore. Like I can change my own oil, but do I want to now?
Mm-mm. Well, I don't have any way to do it anymore. I ain't gonna do like when I was a kid, put it up on the curb, lean it.
Yeah, yeah. My truck's big enough. I can get under it now. I've lost enough weight, but I just don't want to. It's, you change oil in the dirt. No, it doesn't
Yeah.
work.
Tell Dylan to stop thinking about DNRs.
Yeah. But
Dylan,
after the carb is,
you cannot
I got.
molest a deer.
Is he? What's he doing wanting to molest a deer?
Oh, he's thinking I said deer nuts.
We don't talk like that here, mister. You need to go over and sit in the corner for a while and think about this.
Deer nuts are pretty cheap though. They're under $1.
Hmm. I like them deer nuts. But I'm
I
also
miss the
one of
beer
those that
nuts.
got addicted to fucking wasabi almonds.
Oh,
Smokehouse. Yeah.
oh, the wasabi. I like the wasabi peas.
Yep.
And I have to admit, I like dried soybeans, but I won't eat them. Not in any amount. If they're in the trail mix or something, I'll eat them. But no, I won't eat soy. No, I'm not gonna do it.
Soy sauce is okay because the fermentation kills all the things that sets off your hormones.
Okay. I like soy sauce. Okay, I can use that now.
All right, soy sauce in fucking beef jerky.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's handy.
yeah, it's a must. But you you could almost argue what your sister sauce would be good too, because I
Hmm.
like what's your sister sauce.
Yeah, Worcester sauce.
And
But
funny thing
man,
is,
I
I hate
miss it.
fish, but that's all it is rotten fish.
What it's anchovy, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's kind of fermented and set to age and just goo up in a barrel. Then they just drain
Mm.
it off, filter it, feed it to you. Good stuff. It's like if you ever watched them
Yeah,
make fish sauce. Oh my god, and they love it. I know.
dude, the one that gets me, the French dish, Vichy Soir,
Oh
cold fish soup.
yeah,
No,
no.
no.
Isn't there a tomato version too? Gestapo or
Uh,
something like that.
I'm not sure. I don't know. There might be
Yeah, basically it's a cold tomato soup.
tomato soup.
The Gestapo is the Nazi.
Oh No, not Gestapo. Gazpacho.
Thank you.
Sancho.
Gazpacho.
Wow. We're good. Oh, now we got Florida lawmakers going in there they want access to alligator Alcatraz. Chop, chop. They started putting people in there.
Yeah.
Already?
If they're not dead, then they got treated as good as they deserve. I think they're there for one thing: deportation. Get them in, get them out.
Yeah,
I think deputizing and making the National Guard judges, that's awesome.
yeah.
You give the judge that side with them.
Look at jeez. Alligator lives matter.
I just don't
Planned
know.
Parenthood is defunded by our federal government. They are no longer getting any money from them.
Good.
So far, so good. Where'd that go? Oh, I've seen one deal now. One of the lib things is we're putting on red lipstick.
Okay.
Hitler didn't like it, but this guy made a video. He just got his goatee all fresh coiffed and everything, man. He's gonna fix them.
Wow. I don't know how I feel about that. Red lipstick. Any particular shade?
No, no, it was just, can't say the guy's name, but it's making a difference.
Okay. Kind of like that 400-pound thing with 20 pounds of metal in her face saying, I'm not going to date a conservative guy. Great.
Yeah, that one.
I'm glad to hear it.
Where did it go? I'm getting a little amused with Laura Loomer. Kind of liked it when she took those illegals and was hanging out in front of Nancy Pelosi's house.
I liked the video. I can't remember who it was, but they went up to somebody's house and they were, petition about illegals. Oh yes, they should be, treated just like human being. Blah blah blah, and they should, have every right. Uh, then he gets on a big guy picks up a radio. We got one, and a bus pulls up, and out comes 4 or 5 Mexicans, and he goes, "Oh no no, don't worry. They said they're not violent. They said they're okay. So you don't mind putting them up for the night." And then he turns around and walks off.
Yeah.
Because that's where the video ended. So just one of them deals where he just wouldn't let her get a word in, and yep, okay, see you later, bye. Huh?
Who's Lana Logan? Laura Logan.
Don't know. Oh, I
Brett said it.
What happened?
No, Kelly was asking me who Laura Logan was, but can't place her. And that little blonde chick that goes to protest and rouse them up, just by her looks and her, well, because I'm sure the camera crew and the banner doesn't help, but
Yeah. President's supposed to be speaking here in a little while.
oh, is he?
Yeah, there it is. Welcome to Alligator Alcatraz. Don't escape and you won't get ate.
That's right. Yeah, I just don't understand. Well, I understand why they're bitching. They'd bitch no matter where we put it. We could make it the 5-star Ritz, but call it a prison and they'd bitch. You know.
Yeah.
But it's
You know,
existing
it's
structure. It's safe. It's remote. There's no chance of them fuckers hurting anybody else.
yep. But it's a ploy by the Democrats. Everything that he does, just say no. Just got to give him some kind of roadblocks. Evening, Nathan. How you doing?
Hey, Nathan.
Now, Nathan, you can't be talking to us like that. We haven't said nothing about kangaroos in a long time.
I don't know if I got an Australian joke. Huh. I make fun of Jews all the time for days.
All right, let's put this one up for the people, see if they can see this one.
Alright, yeah, where's my button? There's my button. There's a button. You got the screen. Relax after my first shit. I think it's awesome, though. It is the best idea.
What was the name they made up? Uh, Alaska Alcatraz and bear out there dancing.
Yeah, I think that's an idea. They were onto something when they had the gulags in Siberia.
Oh, don't forget Devil's Island.
Yeah, Devil's Island. And I think we could learn a lot from like Black Dolphin. Japan has one too. That their cell is 2 doors. You've got the typical bar door, and then you got a solid steel door. You don't go anywhere unless you're bent over with your arms behind you, handcuffed. No speaking. Everything is tap tap on the floor. And it doesn't matter why you're there. You could be there for parking tickets, or you could be there for murder. That's how you're treated.
Yep. No, it's not a daycare center.
But they don't have any guards get hurt either. And then you go to the Netherlands, and they've got fucking campuses.
Oh yeah, but they don't have the death penalty either.
No, and there's no penalty for escape.
Yeah.
Because it's human nature to escape captivity.
Talk about being so open-minded, your brain falls out.
Well, brother, what do you think? Let these people up or
Well, I
up?
think, yeah, wishing everybody a happy 4th of July.
Be safe. Don't look like me. Uh, Yeah, and don't drink too much, don't party too much, and make sure you get them saving on your hot dogs.
Stay safe.
That's right.
God bless.
And
Say a prayer for America.